I am going to start inducing myself. Knowing that labor could literally come today or the next 4 weeks, like that idea is just too much for me. Like prodromal. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is not clickbait, okay? And this video is going to be how I delivered my daughter at 38 weeks pregnant, who is currently sleeping, and let's hope that we keep it that way. So this video actually started out as a vlog of me trying... Are you alright? Now this video started out as a vlog of me trying to induce myself. So I put that in before I talk about my protocol and all of the things that I actually did to get there, and I will let you know here somewhere of where to jump to if you just want to see what I actually did. I was going to film a birth vlog. I was really keen to do that. I was really keen for a quick labor, like we all were, but this labor was just so different compared to my first labor. It was so quick, so easy, and I woke up at 1 a.m. with, you know, my water breaking, and there was blood in that water, and so we called the ambulance. Things just got moving so quickly that I couldn't film anything. And so this like induction is basically all I have from my labor, apart from the end where my partner takes a short video of the baby coming out and going on my chest, which I've shared. But yeah, this labor was super quick, super easy, and I really think that it was because of these things. Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am still pregnant. I am 38 weeks pregnant, and I am going to start inducing myself. And hear me out, you might be like, okay, so inducing yourself at 38 weeks, that is like too early, and it might be too early if it's your first pregnancy, if you're not sure what's going on, but this is my second pregnancy, and the reason that I'm like, okay, inducing methods need to start now is because early labor lasts for a really long time. I've been getting contractions for a really long time as well, like just super early contractions, and I'm like, when is this baby coming? Got to be soon. If I can do something about it, I will. The second main reason that I want to try and induce my labor is not only do these methods like induce labor or help induce labor, they actually make labor easier. And after my labor last time, I really want to do anything that's going to make my labor quicker, easier, something that's going to ripen my cervix quicker, or just something that like makes that stage 1 labor last a lot less. And also I was induced last time. Like many people with their first pregnancy, I was induced, and it was the worst. So, you know, if I can avoid that, I will, because if you go into the hospital and they put you in for an induction, which is like the standard procedure, like I feel like it is too easy to get an induction, but when you get an induction, it is so painful in every way. Guys, I was in labor for, I think it was like 30 hours last time because of being induced, because of then getting an epidural, because of then getting all these other interventions that weren't needed, that just prolonged my labor and made my labor way more painful. I also went and bought some things from the chemist. I mean, obviously not all of these things are for induction, but I bought Epsom salts because apparently having an Epsom salt bath every night helps you to relax and also can put you into labor. I don't know, I really like have not heard of this anywhere except for like a Reddit thread that apparently it helps, but like I said, I'm gonna try anything. And then the third thing is evening primrose oil. So this is going to be interesting because you guys, I heard that you have to take this vaginally. So here I go. here I go. Each capsule contains 1,000 milligrams. You're meant to have 500, anywhere from 500 to 2,000. So I might start with 500 milligrams today. I've also been given the all clear to start pumping. Pumping is like one of the things that can actually help you with labor from the scientific literature. It goes way beyond the effects of like evening primrose oil, Epsom salts, or raspberry leaf tea. So I'm gonna pump, I think 10, like the protocol that I saw was 10 minutes per breast twice a day. So we are gonna start that today. I actually need to charge my pump. So I have my midwife appointment, my final midwife appointment on Wednesday. And I am praying to be dilated at that point. So I am really keen to be dilated, and I'm gonna manifest it. And hopefully I can go into labor like that day. So I will be doing all of these and reporting back here. Okay, I'm needing to distract myself so much right now, so I'm just frantically cleaning. I think that that's honestly like the best way of doing it, because I just, knowing that labor could literally come today or the next 4 weeks, like that idea is just too much for me. Like it is way too much. So I'm just trying to do whatever I can to avoid it. So you can come do a little cleanup with me. All right, so I'm just hanging out and I'm folding some laundry, and I'm watching this video, all these videos right now of like how to induce labor or like natural ways of inducing labor. And I've come across this thing called the Miles circuit, and apparently if you already have those like irregular promotal how do I pronounce that? I'm gonna look this up because this video is gonna be largely about that. Let's have a look. Prodromal. Okay, there we go. So apparently if you've been going through like a lot of prodromal labor, then this is meant to help you. And let me tell you that I have been going through a lot of this in the like last week. Now that's not to say that I want the baby to come out early, because I did not want the baby to come out at 37 weeks at all, but like my body just keeps having these super irregular contractions. Sometimes they're accompanied by like inner thigh pain, and with my son, like I had these contractions for like 3 days until we went to the hospital and went, what is going on? And then that's when I was induced. But again, like I said, I really don't want to be induced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish folding this laundry, might nest this room, because now I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's a mess. What if I go into labor after this? And then we're going to do this Miles circuit together. So I've got my pillows, I've got my blankets. So honestly, my stomach just feels so tight that like if I end up going into labor, then like it's fine anyway, because this would be like my comfy labor room that I would manage contractions in initially anyways. But I'm gonna set up and give this a shot.
Support you. If you have that as an option, somebody can come with a rebozo and put that rebozo right around your belly and kind of pull upwards and backwards to kind of keep your hips up and lifted.
So this one kind of hurts. It's the second one, and it's where you have your like leg up and you have your legs. It's kind of like a side sleeping position. I don't know if you can see me properly. Who thought of this? Like maybe if we do all of these 30 minutes each, that's gonna be fine, that we're gonna just go into labor after these 3 positions. But you know, I looked at the comment section and it said in the comment section that like all these people watching these videos went into labor like straight after they saw this, or like not straight after, but like the evening of or something. So you know, who knows? If you're just skipping to the protocol, then hey, good to see you here. Here is what I actually did. So at 37 weeks, I started drinking at least 4 cups of raspberry leaf tea a day. So the thing about raspberry leaf tea that I read on Reddit that actually really, I think, helped. One person had commented about her midwife and what she had said to her that actually worked at 39 to 40 weeks on this thread that I was in, and said that go home if you're ready to go, if you know you're ready to go, if you're having those early labor contractions and you just want to kick things along, go home and make a really strong cup of raspberry leaf tea. And this had pushed this person into labor, and so that's where I got and that's what I started doing towards the end a little bit more. So rather than having just 1 cup of raspberry leaf tea, I started putting like 2 or 3 bags in, and that was like just around the corner from labor. So that might have helped. From around 38 weeks after I visited my midwife, and she told me that dates were something that are really good, that she's had really good, I guess, feedback on from her clients. I started eating those. So from 38 weeks, I had exactly 600 grams of dates, but because I had to catch up, I spread that out across 3 days. So from 38 weeks, I was literally eating so many dates. It was disgusting. Or actually, I wrote here that it was 3 days, and I delivered, I think, at 38 and 3 days. So yeah, on that last day was delivery. Next thing was from 38 weeks, I had 3 capsules of evening primrose oil. Again, this one is not in the literature for having a strong evidence base of ripening the cervix or inducing labor, but I did this. So it was 2 tablets orally and 1 tablet vaginally, I believe. And again, I don't know if that did anything. That is the one with the weakest evidence base in the literature. By the way, one thing my midwife told me not to do, like ever, is castor oil. So castor oil apparently causes fetal distress, and so that is one thing that I just avoided altogether. And if you come across it from the internet, apparently there is some evidence for it inducing labor. However, the problem with it is, it causes fetal distress. It also causes nausea if you're taking a lot of it. The next thing I got an all clear for, and I'm so glad I did this, was pumping. And so from about 37 weeks and I would say 5 days, I started to pump for 20 minutes a day, twice a day. As soon as I started pumping, it made those early labor contractions a little stronger. So I don't know if that, again, I don't know if that did anything, but I think that pumping is one of the only things in the literature that is strongly shown to actually induce labor. And I believe that starting it at 38 weeks is like the safest way to go about it, unless you have all clear from your health professional. Okay, and the very last thing that I did was something called the Miles circuit. So I was Googling on the internet and I was just like looking all this stuff up, and I came across spinning babies, which is something you can do in labor or early labor, and the Miles circuit. The one that I did was the Miles circuit, and I will link the videos that I looked at down below. So this is basically a method where you where you have 3 positions that you hold for, I believe it is 30 minutes each pose, and it's supposed to like, I guess, make your baby drop or make you drop. Position 1 is like a cat, like a child's pose. Position 2 is really comfy. You just like lay down with your leg up. It's also a really great position for managing contractions. And position 3 is either curb walking, which curb walking my midwife recommended. So I did religiously curb walk. So what I would do is I would do the mile circuit, and for the third position, I would go curb walking with my dog. And the second option for the third position is stair walking, and the third is like bouncing your leg on a chair at a 90-degree angle. It sounds really odd, but just go ahead and have a look in my description or have a search on Google called the mile circuit, and I think that really helps. That is it. Again, I'm not a health professional, but that is just what had helped me induce labor, and let me know if any of these things have worked for you in the past. Good luck. I really hope that some of this works for you. If you've liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every single week, and I really hope you go into labor after watching this video if you're doing it for that purpose. And I will see you next time.